来，我们今天讲一个故事啊。Who knows Chinese a little bit? 有人 Do you speak a little bit Chinese? No. Okay, we're going to mostly in English. Yeah, understand? So, do you like reading books? Yes, you do. Who likes reading books? Yeah, exactly. How do you say read books? 看书。看书 yeah. Or 读书 Books are lovely, isn't it? It's your friend. Okay, so today we're going to tell a story. As you can see, there are lots of pictures on the wall. And shall we learn? Firstly, we want to learn how to count from 1 to 10. Yeah, shall we count from 1 to 10? Just learn these lovely characters. And does anybody know what are these? Do you know what are these? They're like English letters. What are these? 是什么？是什么呀？是什么？ Anybody know? They're called 拼音。拼音。Because looking at that, apparently it's hard to know how to pronounce it, right? So sometimes we use 拼音 to help us to know how to pronounce each word. Okay? So, but let's shall we try to say the numbers? Okay. E, excellent. Oh, very good. R. 3 is 三. Say it with me. 三. And then 四. Well done. 5. Excellent. And how do we do 6? We turn your hand. You say 6. 六. Well done. And 7 is 七. And for 8 is we do this. 八. And then for 9, we say 九. Like this. 9, 9. And for 10 is 十. You can do it like this. You can say 十. Exactly. 十 is for 10. Yes? Okay, we need to know the numbers because later on we are going to count something really special. Okay, so the story is to do with the Mid-Autumn Festival. We already been told Mid-Autumn Festival, but because it's delayed, so we already passed Mid-Autumn Festival. But we still can talk about the story, right? Okay, so the story came from a really old book. Really old book. It's called 山海经. 山海经. The myth is from the old book called 山海经. So, and then in that book you can have all kinds of beasts, amazing, interesting stories. And so you can find the old book, and you can find lots of books, interesting stories from that book called 山海经. And one of those stories is talk about lots of firebirds. 火鸟. So long time ago, hundreds and thousands of years ago, this world we had 10 suns. We had 10 suns, not just one. We had 10 suns. So how do you say 10? How do you say 10?
就这边吧，就这边。
So say with me, 10个太阳, which is 10 suns. So imagine, the world was very different place at the time. But those 10 suns, they were the sons of God and the God of fire. So, and they lived on a big tree. It's called Fu Sang tree. This is a big tree, and this one lives in that tree. It's called Fu Sang tree. And their mother, this is their mother, her name is called Fu Xi, exactly. As like every mother, she likes to bathe her babies, and she likes to make sure they all look shiny and clean and beautiful. Do you bathe every day? Yes. So I'm sure your mommy likes to make you look beautiful and shiny and bright and clean, yeah? Okay, so look, this mother, she bathes the babies in the hot water, and that is called Hai, which is like the Eastern Sea. Okay, and the water is always really boiling hot, but they like it that way. Okay, so sow every day, and then they start to grow. And these birds, they have 3 legs. The special bird, they have 3 legs. A 3-legged bird, and they call firebirds. Say with me, 鸵鸟. 鸵鸟, exactly. So there are 5 birds. They give lots of heat, lots of warmth, lots of bright shines. Okay. And then their father is called 天地. Their father says, okay, they are growing really well, but they're becoming a little bit noisy, a little bit naughty, a little bit mischievous. So the father said, okay, I decided I'm going to give you a responsibility. So the father gave the birds responsibilities, which means they need to be on duty. So all 10 sons, they will be on duty. So each of them is given a number. So number 1 is yi, number 2 is er, number 3 is san, number 4 is si, number 5 is wu, number 6 is liu, number 7 is qi, number 8 is ba, number 9 9, very good. And number 10 is 10. Well done. That's 10. Okay. So each bird has got a number. So the father said, make sure you go out from the east every morning at a specific time, and then you set at the west at a very specific time. So you go across every day. That's the first bird. And the next bird comes the next day and do the same thing. So they have 10 of them on duty. So every day, 1 bird comes up, and the next bird comes up the next day. So that's their responsibility. And the father said, are you going to agree with this rule? And the sons said, okay, we will agree with that. So for a long time, 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, they all behaved really well. They took turns to be in the sky and give warmth, give heat, give sunshine to the world. So at the time, the world was in peace, harmony. Okay, so that was a good time. But one day, one of those birds, he said, it's really boring, to be on my own, on duty. Can we just all go someday together? That would be more fun. Yes? 一起去. And then the other birds thought about it and said, okay, that can be a good idea. So they all decided, they all come out at once. So instead of 1 at a time, they all appeared in the sky, 10 of them at the same time. 10 suns. Have you seen 10 suns in the sky before together? No, that would be too hot, wouldn't it? How do you show me when you're too hot? What does it look like? Show me. When you're too hot, what do you do? Like what? Oh, like this. You're too hot, you're sweating. Yes, that's how miserable. It's suddenly the world becomes really hot, really heated. So the river started to dry. People started looking for water. They couldn't find water, so really thirsty. And the crops were starting to die, and animals were starting to die as well. So people were really suffering. Okay, and then there was this couple in the village. The couple is called, the man is a really strong, really courageous man. His name is Hou Yi. Hou Yi. Can you say the word? Hou Yi. He's an archer and he's very courageous, really strong man. And he always would like to help people. And his wife is called Chang'e. Chang'e. Like this. I try to make my Chang'e. Okay, so the couple is called Hou Yi and Chang'e. Can you remember that? Okay. So they always like to help people. And now people are suffering. So the villagers started to talk, what shall we do? And they were looking at Hou Yi because he's the most strong, most courageous, most brave, and most willing to help kind of person. They all looked up to Hou Yi and said, can you do something about this? We have the sun and burning everything. We can't survive like this. So, and the Hou Yi, well, Hou Yi thought, okay, I can do something, but I need help. So he went up to the mountain and looked for all kinds of wild animals to help him. So it took him a little while. He worked really hard, and he made a really big bow. The bow, and he made a few arrows. So those ones are really special ones because you can withstand fire. Because when really hot. So he said, I'm going to talk to the birds, and if they listen to me, I will let them live. If they won't listen to me, I will shoot them down. So that's what Hou Yi decided to do. Hou Yi went up to the mountain. The mountain is called Kunlun Mountain, Kunlunshan. So he went up the mountain, and then he started talking to the birds and said, listen, you've been very good in the past, very disciplined, and you give us sunshine, you give us heat, but now there are 10 of you in the sky at the same time, which is no good. So can you go back to the old ways? But you know what? The birds are very arrogant. They don't want to listen because they're having too much fun. They don't want to know. So they didn't even listen. So Hou Yi gathered his strength, and then the arrow fell. And one started to fall. So before I'm going to give you something. You are going to pretend to be those firebirds. Okay, so I got this is pretend to be firebirds. Alright? So hopefully we will have right, let's see what colors. They all represent heat, fire. Okay, so let me wow. Okay, so okay, so maybe father, dad, or whoever can have one too. Just pretend to be oh, that's a bit. Let's do okay. Okay. Yeah, yes. Okay. So how many can we count? Because we need 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So do we have 10 yet? Not yet. So we have 2 really special ones that gives lots of that gives a lot of heat, right? Okay, and then this one. Maybe you can have this one, and then this one. So that's the heat it gives to the world. Like this. Wow, that's really hot, isn't it? Can you feel the heat now? Really hot. Are you all sweating now? Yes? Fantastic. Okay, so, and then, who's going to act like can you be the Hou Yi? And you're going to hold the arrow and the bow. And then, once everybody have them in the sky like this, yes. And then you come forward, come to the front, and pretend. You're going to pretend to be like an archer. How do you do that? Absolutely, exactly. So when you go, can we all say yi, and then one of them go down. Okay, right. Yi, 1 go down, right. 2 go down. 3 go down. 4 go down. 5 go down. 6 goes down. 7 go down. 8 go down. And everybody together. All down. Oh my gosh. No, we need one, don't we? We can't have all of them, right? So, which one's going to be the remaining one? Okay, shall we have a really special one? Look, you're going to be the really special one. You're going to hold that one. Okay, and then okay, you are the special one. Thank you very much. Hou Yi. Lovely. Okay, so you can hold on to that. So that's a special one. So Hou Yi was telling him, you have to be the very disciplined son, and you go across the sky every single day. But every single day is you have to be on duty. Can you agree with that? Yes? Yes, well done. Thank you, good boy. So, and then the world is back to normal harmony. But one day, the 天帝 heard that his sons were shot down. So 天帝 was really furious. He said, what? How did Hou Yi, how could he dare to do that? So he decided he's going to punish them. He said, listen, I will punish you. So he was saying to Hou Yi that I will punish you, that you have to wait for your punishment. And Hou Yi was a little bit anxious and was really worried because he doesn't want to, have this worry in him. So he went up to 天帝's mother, which has special medicine. So he asked for if he could give us some help. And Wang Wu, her name is, Wang Wu said, okay, I will give you this special powder-made medicine elixir. It's a special elixir, and it's made of this eternal tree, its seeds and fruit. So that's special medicine. If you take it, you will have eternal life. But Wang Wu said, it comes with a price, with a warning. I give you two. One for you, one for, which is Chang'e. One for each. If you only take one, you can have eternal life. But if you take both, you will leave the earth, and then you will have to become a god, and then will go to sky. So, and then he took the elixir back home, and he said, okay, Chang'e, can you keep them safe? Don't give it to anyone, don't show it to anyone. So Chang'e kept it safe in a little box, hidden away. And then Hou Yi started to teach many people how to do archery. He's the master of archery. And one of his students called Feng Meng. Feng Meng is a very, very selfish person. Feng Meng heard that if you have something like that, you will actually have eternal life. So Feng Meng found out that he's got, Hou Yi's got this in the house. So one day, Feng Meng, he was holding a knife. He went to the Chang'e's house and he knocked on the door and asking for Chang'e. Can you give me the elixir? I want it. And Chang'e said, no, I can't give it to you. So she was trying to push him out the door. But Hou Yi was out of the house, so no one was able to help Chang'e. So Chang'e was fighting back. Feng Meng was a really, really bad person. But Feng Meng said, if you give it to me, we can share. And then Chang'e said, oh, you're not a good person, you don't deserve to have eternal life. So she quickly put both elixir in her mouth and swallowed it. And guess what happened? And Chang'e just started to get lighter and lighter and lighter. And she was holding her bunny rabbit. So she slowly flew up to the sky. And she went, disappeared. So when Hou Yi came back home, obviously, what happened to Hou Yi, you think? Hou Yi was very, very upset because he knew that he will never see Chang'e again. So he was heartbroken. He was really despair. So he thought, what am I going to do? That every day he looked at the moon. He sometimes talks to the moon. That's the way he relates to his wife. Okay? But one day, while Hou Yi was looking at the moon, he saw a swaying shadow. So, oh, that looks just like Chang'e. So he decided, okay, I'm going to make what Chang'e used to make, which is the moon cake. Right, take a look at these pictures. These are called Yue. And they are special cakes to represent the moon, the shape of the moon. And then he makes offering to the goddess in the sky. Right. So, and then now the tradition has spread, and everybody enjoying this festival, which is called 中秋节, which is worship the moon and remembering which is Chang'e, and remembering what Hou Yi has done for the people. Right, so that is the tradition. All right. Okay, now can we come to the front, and then you're going to do some coloring. Okay. And we all sit in a circle.
画画了。
Okay, so let's see. I have some colorings to do. These colorings are different ones. We have Hou Yi, which is this one is like a typical Hou Yi. It's shooting down the birds. Or you can have the bunny rabbit who keeps Chang'e company. And also you have mooncake, right? Coloring the mooncake. Or you can color in the Chang'e, another picture of Chang'e. So it's your choice. You can pick which one. Just the archer.